We know the truth now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the coin in the chat. Roll the coin. Today I'm gonna be taking questions, Q&A. So if you in the chat, throw a question in the chat and we gonna answer it. Let's do it. If you in the chat, put the coin in the chat. If you in the chat, put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Daryl Harden, what's up? Della B, roll the coin. Most High, roll the coin. So today, P. Clay, what's up? Cali, roll the coin. Today I'm gonna be taking questions, man. Live questions. Daryl Harden, what's up, brother? Turtle Dawn, appreciate you, brother. Any questions y'all got, put it in the chat. Any questions you got, put it in the chat. Mobile, Alabama. Orange Mound, Tennessee in the building. Old Breeze, what up? Any questions you got, put it in the chat. Any questions we got, put them in the chat. I'm gonna start doing live Q&A on YouTube. I gotta start getting in touch with my YouTube people. I'm in touch with my TikTok people, but I gotta get in touch with my YouTube people. So it's a lot of questions y'all got that I ain't got around to getting talked about or answered. So put your questions in the chat. Anything you can think of that's on your mind or something you want to understand, put them in the chat, and we'll go from there. Roll the coin. I think I can spoke on YouTube. What it do, Deuce Dizzle? John Mack, what's up? What's up, brother? What up, fam? 800 cut. So I'm doing Q&A. Y'all throw a question in the chat, and I'm gonna take questions out of the chat, and we'll go from there. John Mack, what's up, brother? Roll the cone. Let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. Deuce Dizzle. So any questions y'all got, any comments, throw it in the chat. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Roll the cone. Deuce Dizzle, where you from, bro? Deuce Dizzle, where you from? When is the next mound gathering? The end of April. I think it's gonna be I'm gonna do Alabama. I'm gonna do Moundville, Alabama. I think that last Saturday in April. I'm gonna put it together and let everybody know. That's what's up, St. Louis in the building. Turtle Dome, no doubt. I'm gonna do a mound gathering in Moundville, Alabama, that last Saturday in April. Moundville, Alabama, because Moundville, um, if you've never been to a mound site, Moundville is amazing. Moundville got numerous mounds. Moundville has like 8 mounds. It's like the only one with like still over 5 mounds in one spot. So other than Cahokia and stuff like that, but in the deep South, I'm gonna do Moundville, Alabama, the last Saturday of April. Most High. Are there any mounds in Memphis, Tennessee? Yes. The Chickasaw Mounds are in Memphis. Research the Chickasaw Mounds. Research Chickamauga Castle and Chickasaw Mounds in Memphis. Our ancient culture built a whole castle in the Memphis area, in the Tennessee area. It's called the Chickamauga Castle, and then they have the Chickasaw Mounds in Memphis. Let me get you out of here. So this dude could smoke a brisket. Yeah, the book coming along well, man. Um, I separated the first two volumes. Like I had a whole lot in the first book, but now I'm going into like the separation of Roll the Corn Volume 1, and I'm gonna have 3 volumes of the book. So it's gonna be Roll the Corn 1, 2, and 3. And so I split the first book into part of the first start of the second book. So that's what I'm working on now. Hopefully I get that book out before Christmas. My 6 great grandparents were born in Virginia but lived in Georgia. They were born 10 years apart, but they both ended up in Georgia. But migration went on during the early 1800s from Virginia to Georgia. Um, Virginia was one of the first places that had a lot of prisoners of war, a lot of people, sharecroppers, and a lot of indentured servants come from Virginia because Virginia is a tobacco area. So the tobacco area was very populated back in them days, right? So people started moving from Virginia to get away from the tobacco trade, um, from being some type of sharecropper or some type of POW or worker on these tobacco farms on the Atlantic coast, and they started moving to like North Georgia, down the coast of Georgia, and people started migrating that way. Good question. Good question. Damn, I got to start the break on YouTube. My great grandma used to chew tobacco and spit it in buckets and tin cans. Your great grandmama is indigenous to this land. Like mine, right? Um, Tobacco is not an African thing. See, that's what we got to understand. Chewing tobacco is all American, all Tamari. Um, our culture grew tobacco for spiritual use and personal use. I'm talking over 5,000 years ago. So our people were still growing tobacco and using tobacco on a day-to-day basis. And other cultures got on to tobacco use after us, after coming to America, Europeans and Africans and all of that. I grew up in Seminole County, Florida. It's an Indian burial mound that sits on the coast of St. Johns River. Yes, it is. I can't think of the name of it right now. Can't think of the name of it right now, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Deuce. Yeah, tobacco, especially chewing tobacco. Chewing tobacco is an ancient indigenous culture, right? Now, smoking came with other cultures after they saw us smoking, but chewing tobacco is the closest thing to the land that we're gonna ever get out of our people, right? So, if your great grandmama was chewing tobacco and had to have it every day, she's indigenous to the land. That's a fact. 'Cause my great grandma chewed tobacco also, grew it, chewed it, smoked it, everything. So, that's the telltale sign right there. Snuff, Red Indian. Yep, my grandma chewed Red Indian, Levi Garrett, and the Red Indian. Yep. Havana, Florida had big tobacco fields. Facts. Facts. Indigenous land. See, what we must understand is our culture is the agriculture. We grew the tobacco, we grew the corn, we grew the squash, we grew the beans, we grew we used to eat crab legs and shrimp and fish out of the rivers and stuff like that. We built shell mounds out of the crab cracking and the oyster cracking and we built mounds out of that on the Atlantic coast. That's all our culture. That's why we still love crab legs and shrimp today. Um, she had a mouthful of gold teeth. You already know what it is, bro. You already know. You already know what it is. That's from the land right there. It's from the land. That's a fact. It's from the land. My great grandmama used to grow her own tobacco, cure it, dry it out, cut it up into thin slices, let it dry some more, and then start chewing it like fresh out the field. Fresh out the field before she had got a little before after she lost her big acres. Then she came to Jackson, Mississippi, and she started buying it. You know what I'm saying? But in her old culture, she was chewing the scrap out the field. Yeah, Vanna, Florida. Let me see. In New Zealand, speak of the mounds, hidden pyramids, and their mountain peaks. I told them it's ancient time Mary and Maru mound builders. Would you say the ancestors were there too? Yes, yes, yes. See what you got to understand about these mounds. There's only one culture putting mounds all over the world at a certain um age, right? Excuse me. At a certain age in history is only one culture traveling on boats, traveling off across land masses, putting mounds in all these different areas around the world. It wasn't no three, four cultures, wasn't no two or three of them. It's one culture. So never seen no African with gold teeth in all the years I've been living. Facts. You ain't gonna see no African smoking, chewing no tobacco with no gold teeth in their mouth. You're not. It's not their culture. It's not their culture. See, when they speak of the mound building Atlantean culture, all that culture come from America. No matter where you see it at. I was just studying the Samoan Islands. Like we got two little mounds, just like mounds in on the Mississippi River in Samoa, in the middle of the ocean, right? Same artifacts like on the Mississippi River, same everything. Um, our culture was even in islands way in the middle of the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean, putting putting mounds and structures on these islands. Is it true that China was populated by our people? It's mounds and pyramids there. Yes. Research the Sinites, Deuce Dizzle. Research the Sinites. Sinites. That is a bloodline coming from the tribes. Those were the first Chinese people. Slanted eyes like this, dark brown, Sinites. We started the Chinese culture. Yeah, Billy Carson is a hunter gatherer. Yeah, facts. Facts. Let me show y'all something if I can pull. I don't know if I can pull it up. Yeah, he's a hunter gatherer, bro. Let me show y'all this receipt I showed on TikTok today, so I can show you what he. Right. Oh, that's not it. Okay. This is the Magna Bowl found. This is the Magna Bowl found in America. Look at that cuneiform right there. See that cuneiform? This is the Sumerian language right here in America. Lake Titicaca, right? Now they say it's alien theories, but that's cap. That's to throw us off. Lake Titicaca in America, cuneiform. Let me see, can I find the rest of the receipt? Let me see. Right there, right there. See it right there? Lake Titicaca. Let me show y'all Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca, underwater city, right off the coast of South and Central and South America. See it? This is what they speak of when they talk about the lost city of Atlantis. The Sumerians talked about they city flooded out and they came to a new land. This is where they came from. This the sunken city that they talk about in the Atlantean city, sunken in a lake right off the coast of Central and South America. Um, and these people were writing this language. Now look what they say. Lake Titicaca, but that is a that is a Semitic Mesopotamian Proto-Sumerian language. Why is it in South America? Because it comes from South America. That's why. And the sunken city they speak of is Lake Titicaca, um, down there. And then you get to looking around and you see the old mix. The old mix are really Dagon, the fish god people. Or people or certain people like the old mix, right? Let me show you. With the fish hat. I showed this on TikTok, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. With the fish hat. Let me see. So now you see this. You see the Pope with the fish hat. You see Dagon, the so-called Anunnaki Sumerian with the fish hat, right? See that? Now let's go find the old mix that with the fish hat. Show you where they really come from. The people who brought it over there. Right here. See the fish hat? Doc Old Mick, fish hat, Old Mick, brung civilization, brung corn, agriculture knowledge to the Middle East. Them our people. Like I taught y'all. Them our people. The agriculture knowledge, astrology, um, how to irrigate the rivers, how to turn the soil black, turn the soil to Kemet. That's an American teacher. That's a fact. So by them trying to tell you that these are aliens is hiding your Tamari history, making you think your culture don't have a culture, but really they are the ones with no culture. Even the Pope is wearing a hat like like our people. Yeah, we had all the technology, science, we had all the astrology, agriculture knowledge, minerals, gold, silver, copper, mica, all that type of stuff we pulled out the earth. We were miners and agriculturalists and astrologists and all of that wrapped in one. And we went right over there and talked to them people. They didn't have they were barbarous people. They didn't know nothing about it. You get it? We know the truth now. She built journal. Love, you know, I'm in love with you. I'm still waiting for these 8 foot tall black American aliens to come. Now, great grand. They talk about us. Back in their time, these people were tall. These Anunnaki people were tall. They was copper colored people because they come from Adama, right? Adama means earthborn, copper colored, brown skinned people from the red clay. That is the bloodline of the Sumerian. Them the people. That's them giants they found in the mounds over here all over America. That's the ancient bloodline of our people, and they started in America, and they got knowledgeable about nature, and they moved around the planet. So them 8 foot tall aliens they talk about are 8 foot tall LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal from America, and those people over there were undernourished, so they were short. They were short, skinny, scrawny people. We were tall, big, healthy people. We had beautiful clothing and different color cloths and purple dye and red and blue dye. We had blue dye. That's why they called us the indigo people. Blue dye became the indigo people. The Sidonian or the Phoenician was selling clothing with blue dye, dipped in blue dye. That's where indigo come from, the indigo children. So, Cyril, what up? So, when we talk about Indians, Indians come from indigo, which is blue dye. Our culture is the first culture to use blue dye. You can go research it right now that ancient American cultures use blue dye and purple dye from snails, from sea snails. It's gonna pop right up. There's Hebrews. Hebrews use purple dye, red dye. Indigo Indians use blue dye. Yeah, that's why they jealous of us. That's why they don't want us to know this stuff. They don't want us to know that our bloodline is the bloodline that is the first knowledge on the planet. Could you touch on Black European ancestry? My father made him aware that her grandmother was a full-blooded Blackfoot, but while doing our genealogy, I found that her father's side may be European. Okay, melanated Europeans were Moors, right? Either they were Moors or they were some type of slave, or I'm not gonna say slave, indentured servant that came with these other people, right? So when those people come, either they put them on a plantation with the rest of the people they made prisoners of war, and then they mix in with our people. You get it? So your bloodline could have just mixed in with somebody who was brought from Europe by these other people, or it could have been a Moorish bloodline who came with the Europeans and mixed with our people, because that happened also. So that's probably what went on with that. That's probably what went on with that, Della B. What happened was Europeans came and stole land and people's names. Um, to steal somebody's name, first you must get into their family line, right? You get into their family line, you have a child with somebody in their family line. You grow that child up to have your culture instead of his indigenous culture. And then that child runs with the name, and they change the whole culture. They change an indigenous culture to a European culture with the same name, and they run with it all the way up until hundreds of years go by. Now you're looking at that name. It's an indigenous name, but it's a European culture. So mixing and hunter gatherers knew that mixing they already knew they had to mix to be a part of the mix of the land. Yeah, they burning down old courthouses with receipts. That's a fact. I've been seeing that lately. Akira, what's up, brother? They've been burning down old courthouses with receipts. That's why I'm glad I got my people receipts like 7 or 8 years ago. I got them photocopied, laminated, all put up. I went in there and I went to a courthouse in a small town in Mississippi and got my people's paperwork, because now they are burning down paperwork because the stealing of the land documents are in these courthouses. So just burn the whole courthouse down. The building might be an old building anyway, built by our people anyway. Burn it all down, get rid of the history of that, so nobody can come back and try to get their stuff back. Yep, Rome, Georgia. Rome, Georgia, an ancient spot. Rome got stuff all up under the city, all type of stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once they start seeing us talking about this stuff, they go back and clear out their past, right? You go clear your past. Now you like, okay, only thing left is the courthouse with the records. It's the only thing they got left to grasp hold to prove what they saying. So now we just burn the whole damn courthouse up. Facts. Love this truth you putting out, family. We are the oldest and original people of the earth. We are. We are the Adama people. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. We are the people before the flood. They copper colored. I got the books. Yo, I'm saying, yo, okay. So we created Rome. Now that's a great thing. Our ancient culture created all of the cities around the world before anybody ever thought about building a city. We built Rome, Russia, the Tartarian buildings. We built the pyramids. We built the mounds in Mesopotamia. We are the only knowledgeable people around 4,000 BC, 2,000 BC, when nobody messing with us nowhere. We built all this stuff. See, John Mack. See, the brainwashing is for people who want to hide your history. We got people who look like us, but their culture is not ours, right? We got people who look exactly like us, but their culture different. They got a European culture. They got a Middle Eastern culture. They got a South African culture. So you cannot tell these high married people that they are the people that civilize all of us. So instead of saying it's us, it's aliens. See what I'm saying? So it's a see this is the real hidden knowledge of the planet. Oh, no doubt she built journal. No doubt. This is what I do. This is what I do. I have an anointment to do this. Like I'm anointed to do this. Like when I first started doing this, I didn't want to do it. I was just trying to put out my frustration on the internet about what I knew. But over time, I see the power and the truth in what's going on with what's going on my page, and it's so well needed. Like I really searched around the internet to try to look around and see if anybody else was teaching people some of their real history without being biased, and I just can't find them. Some people got a lot of good stuff to say, but pure in passion and pure in the truth. And some people not. Some people pure, but some people don't know enough. So when I compare what I'm teaching to somebody else teaching, it's kind of like college to elementary school. You see what I'm saying? So if I get out the way and stop, who gonna teach this stuff? I don't see nobody doing it. Unless one of these younger guys come up under me and go along. But as of right now, I don't see it. So I kind of think I'm just well needed at this point to do this, right? So it is what it is. I got to take it on as a thing. Rome crucified it. Yep. See, you're exactly right, John. How did Rome crucify Jesus and you have a Roman Catholic Church? It don't make no sense, bro. Gee, that don't make no sense. Only way that makes sense is if you can't beat them, you join them. You can't beat them, you join them. So Roman Catholic churches said we can't get the religion out of these people. We got to join them. You got to join them. Join them. So I'm like a young pharaoh of indigenous knowledge. Yeah, young pharaoh is a genius. Like I think young Pharaoh just he overloaded and he couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people were geniuses, but at the end of the day, you can't teach mythology. If you teach mythology, you teach a real people's history is a fairy tale, and that ain't what I'm gonna do over here. I can't teach that. I can't do it. See, to be honest with y'all, they don't want connections to bloodlines of people. They don't want connection with bloodlines of people. They don't want that. They don't want you to connect no bloodline of people look like you to their culture in the beginning, showing that we started it, and then they don't want you to do that. What about before the ending? You're right. So seriously, can you talk a little about the Phoenicians, please? My ancestors are pushing me to learn about them. The Phoenicians are really the Sidonians. So, Seer. Sidon, the oldest Sidon on the face of the earth is in the Mississippi Delta. The Greeks named them Phoenicians, right? The red, brown people, the Phoenicians, right? It's not their name. Their name is the Sidonians. They found artifacts of Sidonians in America talking about they left here, went around other continents on the ship, and they started to settle in different places on this new continent. Um, and when I researched Sidon, I find the Winterville Mounds. Look up the Winterville Mounds in the Mississippi Delta. So you got Sidon and you got Egypt. The Egypt plantation and Sidon right beside each other in the Mississippi Delta. This area is ancient, people. Ancient, ancient, ancient. So when they call themselves the Sidonian, I think they're talking about the Sidon in the Mississippi Delta. And they left that area and started to travel. And we all know the Phoenicians are Hebrews. So their real name is Sidonians. So research the Winterville Mounds, Sidon, Mississippi on the 33rd parallel, and then you'll see where they really come from. When I go back to the old books, the Mississippi Delta had millions and millions of people living there at one point in time. All agriculture fields because the land was black soil in that area. A lot of cultures came out of that area. Our American Indian ancestors came from that area. That area got a creation story of man coming from red clay. So that's who the Phoenicians are. They are Timaria people from Mississippi River, which wrote and spoke Paleo Hebrew, who were agriculturalists. They were shipbuilders. They were clothing makers. They were ancient traders. They set up trade centers all over the Mediterranean Sea. And our people were the first hustlers in the world. Ain't nobody teaching ancient history like you, brother. They only teach Indian. Yeah. What were we before we were Indians? That is the key. That's the key. Sidonian. It's Sidon. Deuce. Sidon. Or the Anunnaki, the Anu people. Now, in the old books, Anu means Orion on the horizon. In the old books, Anu means Orion on the horizon, right? Um, the Anunnaki is the mound building culture from America. That's who they are. You see this right here? It's the Anunnaki stance. It's an old Olmec. That's an old Olmec with the Anunnaki stance. See that? He got the fish hat on. He got the fish hat on, right? This is Dagon. That's Dagon. Yeah, Sidon. That's it, Deuce. This is Dagon. These are the ancestors of the Sumerians. Now, when you get to looking around, you see him like this with the fish hat on. Now let's go to the Mayans. Let's go to the Mayans. Let me show you. I had the receipts I already loaded up from TikTok earlier. Let's go to the Mayans. Let me show you something. Let's go to the Mayans. Let me see. Let's pull that back up. Let's go to the Mayans. Where did this fish god, the gun stuff come from? Right? Where does it come from? What culture is that? Let me show you. Now, we all know old mix. That stuff got passed down to the Mayans. Where we see that? Let me see. Mm, right there. See that? See the Mayan fish god? See the Mayan fish god right there? You see the Sumerian with the corn? That's corn, people. They literally telling you they bringing corn agriculture to the Middle East. That's what they really telling you. You see it? Mermen, maize men. Watch this. Metalwork, hunting, astronomy, chemistry, and laws brought by these people. Agriculture brought by these people. You see it? They go to fish guard right there. He go to Olmec with the fish hat on an Olmec artifact in Central America, right? Then you get this popping up in the Middle East from nowhere with corn in his hand. The Sumerian is not an alien, right? He's not an alien. He has a culture, an advanced culture. So when they talk about the Sumerian teaching people how to farm, dig gold, we did teach them people how to mine because we are the ancient miners, right? When we talk about the Sumerian teaching people agriculture, we bought the plow and the ox and stuff like that to pull the plow across the desert and irrigate it and put crops in there. You get it? So the Dogon tribe is the same thing as these people. It's the same meaning. Dogon and Dagon is the same thing. That's why they knew astrology. That's how long our people been traveling, putting knowledge on them people land. That's why that's the only spot over there like that. Gobekli Tepe. When you see ancient astrology, it's American culture. Facts. They didn't know nothing about the stars. We knew everything about it. We way older than them. We the original man of the planet. They taught you that the old world is the new world, and the new world is the old world. It's backwards. Africa is the new world. Europe is the new world. America is the old world. Yeah, have you ever seen an ancient picture of these people? These people melanated. They got ancient pictures of them. They won't teach you that these people had a city called Mary. These people had a city called Mary, people. Mary. Where do you think they come from? See, you got to study this stuff the right way. Now, what did they call the people of Egypt? Tamari, right? Ty, Mary. Sumerians had a city called Mari. Mary. It's the same thing. They are telling you where they come from. All their ancestors come from paradise back to the west. What are they talking about? You get it? Now, when it gets biblical, they switch it to the snake people, right? Same people, the snake people, same people. These people is snake people, right? The snake people are bringing apple to Adam and Eve, which is nature to a people who are not nature's people. They believe in a religious God. Our people believe in nature. So the snake is a representation of our people, bringing nature knowledge to them. They put them in the book. They are added character. They are added character, right? Islam is the truth. Come to the truth before it's too late. No, Islam is not the truth. Islam makes man its prophet or its leader. Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. Islam is the religion teaching that these people are aliens. I don't like it at all. They'll lie. They'll lie. My great grandmama ain't told me nothing about no Moors, no Islam, none of that. You can't be no indigenous person talking about you no Muslim. That's a Middle Eastern teaching. Moorish is a North African teaching. It don't come from here. I'm rolling the corn. I'm rolling tobacco and corn and motherfuckers peas and pumpkins. Y'all ain't rolling nothing but some sand, acting like y'all smarter than everybody, but really, y'all the hunter-gatherers of the planet. Islam is a some of Islam come from our culture. Let me explain something to y'all. The pilgrimage to Mecca is called the pilgrimage to Mecca over there. Ancient Americans done the pilgrimage to Mecca, the corn, the fertile land where the corn rolled. Go research the Anasazi in the southwest of America doing pilgrimages back to the cornfield. The black box in Mecca represents the black soil of agriculture. You get it? Where they get that shit from? Why do Muslims come to the Southwest and do pilgrimages in America? Ask yourself that. They really know the truth. Pilgrimages went back to the fertile soil, the black soil. Makka is corn. Then you get Mecca in Middle East. They took that from Mecca. Mecca became Mecca. You get it? The Anasazi ain't nothing but extension of the bloodline from the Mississippi River that moved to the southwest. Just like Mizraim people, just like Egypt. See, they teach you that Egypt has a culture. Not till we got there. All them headdresses with them lines and gold and headdresses, agriculture headdresses, people. There ain't no pharaoh headdress. This a pharaoh. Nah, ain't no pharaoh headdress, big dog. That headdress come from gold is for the sun, blue is for the water. Go look at King Tut gold mask. Gold is for the sun rays, The blue is for the war. This is what you need to grow crops, right? This is what you need to grow crops. So therefore, this is an agriculture headdress. It has a meaning. It look cute. It look good. It's gold and all of that, but you must understand the symbolism of what our people were trying to tell you. So now I go look at the ancient Phoenician. He got a headdress on just like Egypt. Hmm. How does a Sidonian have a headdress like an Egyptian? They got the same. The first people got the same teachings. But all of them agriculture people. That's why the Sidonian. Go look at the ancient Sidonian or ancient Phoenician tombs with the Egyptian style headdress on. I thought there was only Egypt that wore that headdress. Cap. That headdress come from Tamari. Anybody that come from the desert, they ain't got no love and respect for the land. The land never done nothing for them until people who knew what to do with the land came there and done it. You get it? Gotta look at this thing a whole nother way. You gotta look at it a whole nother way, people. Let me show you. This is an ancient headdress of a so-called or Mizraim bloodline. The gold is for the sun, the blue is for waters, right? Some say these look like agriculture fields, lands of agriculture. Sun, gold, blue, water. You need both of them for a good harvest. That's why they put that on the headdress. Now, as it grows, right? The culture grows, the mass get better and better and better and better. Now you go from something like this in wood with gold plating to solid gold mass as time goes by. If we as we are evolving into a greater and bigger culture, you get it. You can't be a chief if you don't know agriculture. Exactly, cola boys. I wish Park was around to hear this knowledge. So now we start to understand where this stuff comes from, right? Now we understand where this stuff comes from. So now we start to use all these beautiful things. It's the same thing as what I just showed you. This represents sun and water. Roll the corn. It just evolved to look better and to be built better. To be a chief, you had to know agriculture, brother. That's what put you on the so-called chief's list or the king's list. You was able to go into a place and teach people and lead your people, and your people didn't starve. The main objective was your people not to starve. So your agriculture knowledge from your ancestors had to be sharp. You had to be able to do it on the ground. You had to be able to lead people to get a good harvest to feed the people. Racine, Wisconsin, what's up? The chief's knowledge fed the tribe. That's where his wisdom come from. So they teach you that wisdom is all this esoteric stuff, but agriculture is the first wisdom. Astrology is the first wisdom. Irrigating of the land, using the nature in your advantage for your people is the first wisdom of the planet. That's what they don't want to teach you. That's why they tell you to sow a seed. In church, they tell you to sow a seed. right? So a seed comes from putting a seed in the ground in the spring, not putting money in a basket in a church. They are just using agriculture lingo, turn it into church lingo. So a seed, I mean, you put seeds in the ground during the spring equinox. Now sow a seed is put your 10% in the basket. See, it's just a wordplay thing. That's all it is. So above, so below. Exactly. From the land to the sky. Astrology don't lie, brother. Chief of me, astrology don't lie not one day. Astrology stay the same. The only true thing in the world is nature. That's it. If everything else can lie. You could make up time, you could change dates, you could do all of that. But if that date don't align with them stars that ancestors taught you, that date wrong. I don't care who teaching the date. The movement of the planet and the stars is on a time constraint, right? It don't change. It do not change at all. If it changes, a hunter-gatherer changed it for a reason. See what I'm saying? Now, there was once 13 zodiacs. There was once 13 zodiacs, right? What is the hidden zodiac? Put it in the chat if you understand it. What is the hidden zodiac? What was it? I don't supposed to be drinking these cokes, but y'all already know. There you go. The hidden zodiac is a snake. Awakened beauty, right? Our sphincters is a snake, right? Am I right? Awakened beauty. Ain't that a snake? It's a snake, right? Am I right? Look it up. Right? Why was it taken out? Why was it taken out? All snake ideology was demonized, people. All of it. Because your people used the snake. It was one of the zodiacs. It had noon got something to do with the creation story. Nuni Waya is the mound of the Choctaw. Noon is the creation goddess, one of the creation goddesses of the creation story in Egypt. The serpent ideology was demonized. So you take it out of the zodiac. You name the snake in the Bible Nahas. The snake people. The first name of the Nile River is Nahal. Nachal, Nahal. Everything over there we named it. Greeks changed the name of all of it. There's not the Nile River. Yeah, it's 13 months with 28 days. It's the real calendar. The spring is the new year. Facts. They changed everything of that to evil. Baal was turned evil. Baal wasn't evil. The bull that they say is Moloch that eats babies and all that, that's not what it was used for. The bull represented Taurus in the spring. The bull represented Taurus in the spring, and then hunter-gatherers started killing the bull to appease their gods. We didn't kill bulls and oxes. Why? Because bulls and oxes help us plow the field. It's common knowledge. They changed everything to evil. Exactly. The Israelites had golden snakes in the Bible until they say they started worshiping it, allegedly. So God made them tear it down. Why did God make you tear it down? Why did God say the snake was evil in the beginning? The snake is a representation of copper colored people who believed in nature. Once you know that, you break the code on what them people trying to tell you in all these books. Once you know that, that breaks 50% of the code. You get it? Research Nahal, Nahal, Nachas, Nachhash, Nachazin. That's where the word Natchez Indian come from. The snake people. The Sidonian or the Phoenician had the snake. The first Egyptian had the snake. The Sumerians had the snake. The Ubaid culture had the snake. First people on the Mesopotamia, right? They turned it all evil. Get it? But it's not. It's agriculture knowledge. It's knowledge of nature. Why you think we got that big ass snake mound in the middle of Ohio? Why you think we got Serpent Mound in the middle of Ohio? Who you think put it there? Nahas, Nachal put it there. Your people put it there. And when they took that ideology across the water, it was demonized. That's why Christians and Muslims teach you that the snake culture is evil. You ever notice that? We scared of hoodoo. We scared of the snake ideology. We scared of it. We don't want no part. That stuff is the devil. They trying to get you away from it. You get it? Don't be scared of that stuff. Research that stuff. That stuff is not evil. Everything was of nature. We killed nothing. They killed everything and say we done it. So that's why they tell you our people were doing human sacrifices. They lying. We were doing fruits and flower sacrifices in the summer solstice. That's it. Wasn't no blood nowhere. They start putting blood on shit. Once we start mixing with them people, that's when the blood came out. You get it? The use of agriculture to heal yourself became witchcraft, hoodoo. Now it's frowned upon. Yes, Steve B. I'm doing a live at Moundville, Alabama, Mounds on the last Saturday of April. I was thinking one day, right? I told a family member, I said, if you die and you meet your ancestors, right, and they turn you away because you believe in an idol, that would be crucial. Sure will. Sure will. Our people had no idol. Nature was the only thing we show respect to. That's it. All that other teacher went along with the nature teacher. All of it. I'm gonna give you the time coming up soon, Lyle. I got you. I'm gonna put a flyer out with it on there. This weekend, something like that. I'm gonna put the date out and the time and everything. Moundville, Alabama. Moundville Mounds. I'm gonna meet everybody out there. The first one, John Mack will tell you. The first one went amazing at Ottawa, Georgia. A Tula. It's really a Tula, right? It's not Ottawa. It's really a Tula. Tula is Toltec. Toltec comes from Tola. the son of Issachar, one of the 12 tribes. They named stone cities Tula because the son of Issachar, lived in one of the first stone cities ever built. So the ancient Choctaws and Creeks and Chickasaw were still naming stone cities Tula. You get it? That's where the word Tulsa come from. The Creeks named Oklahoma, that city in Oklahoma, Tulsa, a stone city, a town, an ancient town. We're still using these ancient words. We don't know nothing about them today, but we still use them. Yeah, the video when I went to the Mounds, it's so far by the river, it's not picking up all of the video. So what I'm gonna have to do is next time I'm gonna have to record it and then come back and put it up on YouTube instead of going live and try to put it up. So I'm gonna do Moundville, man, because Moundville is amazing, people. It's two places I went to that's amazing, y'all. If y'all ever get a chance to go see it. Moundville and Winterville. Winterville is up there by Sidon in Egypt in the Mississippi Delta, Greenville. Beautiful, people. But Moundville is amazing. It's so many mounds out there. They got every astrology alignment on the ground in Moundville. Moundville is amazing. All this being exposed now. We see who is evil now. Even they flip live with evil, live with evil to confuse life on earth. Exactly. Winterville Mounds is amazing, y'all. Now, when I go back and search the Sidonians' history, they talked about their first one of their first chiefs buried in a mound. I think he was buried at Winterville, people. That's how serious this stuff is. The ancient Hebrews talking about they first chief or leader was buried in a mound in Sidon. In Winterville, shit, right there and smack in the middle of Sidon. This shit is great, it's deep. What I'm telling y'all, my research led me to understand and learn that when we go back and find the real receipts, it's all there. It's all there. Dallas Ticks, what up? When you show mounds and plantations and cemeteries on the same land, let me know if there's some shit in the game that's foul. Yes, great grand. Great grand. Well, that plantation is an old ancient city of our people. Them crops them white folks were selling been growing there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. You enslave the people or make the people prisoners of war on their own land, growing the crop they already know how to grow. Ain't no African growing no tobacco, corn, and cotton in the middle of Mississippi for no production to sell. Only the people from the land can keep growing that stuff. So therefore, their plantation is an ancient city of our people. The mounds are still on the plantation. Ain't no damn Native Americans out there. Y'all know who out there. Us. If I show y'all Sidon, Mississippi, agriculture field, census roll, one Native American live in the whole county. If I show you the Mississippi Delta, one Native American stay in the whole area where the mounds at. Where they at? They never lived there, people. It's a lie. Our people built them mounds out there. I got the receipts. Yeah, after they pushed us out of Africa, Africa fell off. Egypt don't have no crops today. A couple of them, couple crops. After the original agriculture people got bred out and pushed out, ain't no more farms over there. They go right back to starving like they were starving in the beginning. Yes, Nietzsche's was in Hawaii. Facts. When you research, yeah, you're right, Chief of me. We got to starting our own small farms and learning patience off the land. The land teaches us patience. The land gives you morals. You can't cheat the land. The land won't cheat you. So you learn how to do things the right way. That's what our ancestors were teaching the whole time. Agriculture teaches us the morals of life in general, right? You have to do things the right way. You can't shortcut nothing. You got to watch out for the bugs to eat it. You got to watch out for different floods and weather, and it teaches you morals in life, patience, hard work to have a good harvest in your life. That's why the Bible teaches abundance and a harvest. The Bible teaches that abundance and harvest. It comes from a real abundance and harvest of people doing the right thing. So our people did write laws on how to live by. The commandments or the laws of Ma'at is our teaching, people. Balance in nature. The laws of Ma'at are balance in nature, right? We even found ancient Buddha statues on the Mississippi River, meditating in the crop field. See, what they don't want to teach you is Buddha is sending positive energy to the ground, to the plants, to the trees. He's connecting to nature. That's why he meditates in the crop field. He's trying to send good energy to the crops, to the trees, to nature, so his harvest can be abundant. That's where they come from, people. You can be amazed, inspired how many of the PHA brothers watch you on and love what you're doing. A lot of the stuff they never knew. I appreciate that. A lot of people do watch my channel, but they don't show me no respect for it. They just come on here and learn and leave. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because it's not my knowledge. It's my ancestors. It's our ancestors' knowledge. It's for us. It's for all of us. It just brought us closer to our creator of nature. If it brought us closer, I did my job. I'm not put here to hide nothing. It's been hidden too long, right? That's why I get on here and talk crazy every day and spew out information. Maybe it'll spark the mind of somebody to learn something he never knew and research it and find out the real truth. So people used to tell me to put this stuff on Pantheon and make people pay for it. I'm not doing that. Just by you watching the YouTube video is enough for me. Watch it, learn. Um, this stuff ain't for sale. That's the problem. It's too much of our information for hidden and for sale. I'm not with that, and I'm not with neither one. I'm not with either one. Because this knowledge could change a poor man's life. He's not poor because he don't have material goods. He's poor because he don't have the knowledge to understand what wealth really is. Lyle said the information changed my life. That's an honor right there, man. That's an honor. I love you, I'm in love with you. Once you connect back to what your ancestors were teaching, you connect back to your greatness. Then you excel in your life, right? You excel in nature. You excel in your life. That's what I want to do, right? If I don't live to see the day where we get our lands back, at least I know our people was led the right way without greed or without lies or without another culture trying to teach them or without confusion of our people. Our people were too confused for too long. Too long. It's time to come out of it. It's time to come out of it. So, um, every new subscriber I get, they come on here and listen. There's one person I can touch, and there's one up or a gratitude for me teaching another person some of this stuff, and that one person might spread it to more people than I spread it to, and it might catch on because this is not an overnight thing, right? It's gonna take time to get all our people on the right track with the right mindset and on the right thing. So I'm going day by day, one or two, three, four subscribers a day, one or two, three, four people on TikTok, one or two, three, four people on Facebook. It don't, as long as it's spread and going the right way, I'm cool with it. I'm not finna change my story or downplay a teaching to make nobody feel good. We're not gonna do that because that's what's been going on for too long. People get egos and the money get involved and they get known and they switch up and they start misleading the people. No, once you already got nature, once you already got the balance of nature and the balance of what's going on in you the right way, nothing can sway you. Money can't sway me. Nothing can sway me. I learned that before you start to teach the truth, you got to clear your soul, right? You should already want for nothing. For me to teach this, I gotta want for nothing, people. Because if my want for something can be peeped out and somebody could try me with it, right? Let's just say if I was on here trying to do a certain thing and somebody know that and they use a monetary value to change the way I teach or to change the way I look at stuff because they know I want it, that leaves me vulnerable, right? They know some of these teachers want money and fame and big YouTube channels, and they know they want that. So these people run these platforms and run the monetary system. So they can get you some money. They can get you a whole bunch of subscribers. They can push your videos out harder than they push other people's videos out. If you they boy, right? If you they boy. But they know if we come, okay, we got you $100,000. We're gonna change to some African teachings. Let's change this stuff up to African teachers. Start teaching about aliens, nigga. They really do that type of shit. They really do that. So when I got to a certain point, I already knew I had to script my physical being of needs. Right? Nothing can be something that can control me. Right? You got to strip yourself of all that from the start, just to do this the right way. Right? Money, sexual stuff, 4 and 5 women, and women all up on the like I'm Islamic with 4 wives. And so you got to strip yourself of all that. That's not my culture. Me with 4 wives is not my culture. That is a Middle Eastern culture. Why am I in America living like an Arab? No. So once I strip myself of all that, and I can't be swayed with nothing you can offer me, then I'll become who I'm supposed to become, right? It's just how serious I got about this. So now I do eat a lot. I will eat some chicken, as you seen in my video, and I do smoke this tobacco because this calms me down, right? Um, I will occasionally eat a hamburger. I ain't gonna lie, but other than that, other than that, I ain't going for it, bro. I don't want no miscellaneous women who I ain't trying to get no woke women over here. 4 and 5 of them in the back, and I ain't trying to do all that. No, not that's not my culture. I'm supposed to have one goddess, and that's it. One goddess, that's it. That's the end of that. We ain't bringing nobody in the house. Talking about we finna do all this old polygamy. We ain't finna do none of that. Nah, keep that shit over there. My culture punishes me for doing that. Why was tobacco so important to our people? Tobacco heals you. Tobacco kills colds and mucus in the body. Um, Tobacco was used medicinally, right? It was used so much medicinally they used it in during the summer, spring, and equinox and summer solstice. They used to let tobacco burn, right? Um, Cannabis, um, hemp. Our people grew hemp, right? Same way. Hemp. Tell y'all something I was studying the other day. They got ancient cannabis growing in the Middle East. The same seeds were found in America. It's still, it's just, our people even took hemp seeds over there, people. Real, Columbus, Ohio. Appreciate you too, fam. Now, Cash App took the land link down. Copper color car, they took it down. They be messing with me. So, um, put a message and send it to my Cash App. I really appreciate that because I'm still trying to get that land. I'm still a little short. But I'm gonna get that land for the year out. I'm gonna get that. So just send it to We Know the Truth Now Cash App and put land pool so I can document it, and we're gonna go from there. But like I was saying on TikTok today, once I get that land going and we get our people out there and we become self-sufficient and people don't have pressures of bills and life over their head, watch how great our people become again. The pressures of material life is killing our energy. We got to get that pressure of all this rent and light bills and water bills, and we got to get that pressure off of us. They do that to keep pressure on us to keep us just thinking about work and money and dumb down on our knowledge of our people. So once we get that out of our system, over our head, we can become get it back into things we are interested in, right? Farming, building, art, music, dance, like stuff that go along with our culture. We can get back into creating that stuff and documenting it on video and using it, to put it out as great things our people do on platforms like mine and platforms of people who really, care about the culture. And these people been studying us so long, people. If we go back into that again, they will study us again. That's how powerful this is. I read somewhere that If our people get back to the ancient culture, they will come and study us again. They will be outside the gates looking over the gate with binoculars trying to study us again. That's how powerful it is if we bring it back to the same level. Exactly, God body. So imagine a place where you got a whole nice big 4 or 5 bedroom house, fish right out here, cattle right out here, crops, every crop you can think of right out here. It's gonna grow. This land is made for it to grow, from fruit to vegetables, all organic. Pick it right out the field. Pick it right out the field, full of seeds, where you can replant it again, right? Natural water sources from natural lakes and rivers, where you ain't even got to connect to these people's system at all. Then you connect back into your ancestry. Then you connect back into what you really like to do. Then you connect back into your greatness. Instead of using your time for money, you use your time to complete your greatness. That's what we got to get back to. Self-sufficient people of the land, stewards of the land. It is said in ancient texts that Adama, the red clay people, are stewards, the first stewards of the land. We were put here to take care of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth comes back and take care of us. That's the truth. That's the truth. 36 acres, 28,000. That sound good, God body. Roll the corn. Mid South extreme hot or cold weather. Um, the South is kind of predictable, right? We know in a certain part of the country at a certain time of year, it's finna warm up. It's warming up in the spring in the South, ain't no doubt about it. You plant them seeds around the spring equinox, you will have a harvest in June when the spring, when the summer solstice come. Then you got harvests that come later in the year, like pumpkins. That's where Halloween comes from. Pumpkins harvest at the end of October. That's where Halloween comes from. That's why Halloween was deemed evil with all these ghosts and stuff like that, because Halloween comes from an agriculture teacher of pumpkin harvest in late October. And those people use the day for Halloween for some type of evil type of stuff, but it just comes from the harvest of pumpkins. Natural harvest of pumpkins, late October. I gotta get on YouTube more, man. I like the YouTube flow. YouTube cool. TikTok would be going crazy. Like it'd be all type of people hopping in talking noise. I'm talking directly to my people on YouTube, so I appreciate YouTube a little more. I gotta start getting on here a little more. Fella Goddess, how you doing? Roll the corn. So that's what it's all about, y'all. So when I take these ancient teachings back to the ground, to the water, and to the sky, and to the stars, um, our people never taught about being from outer space. People, no culture on the planet that come from our bloodline didn't speak of we come from outer space. That is a lie. All of them told you they came from the earth. Every last one of them. Egypt talked about the Ben mound. Research the Ben mound. Obijah, what up? Research the Ben mound. That is the creation mound. The Ben. Research the creation story. Talking about people were born in mounds in the West. The Mayan people. Research Samaria. People born in a mound from the West. Same story. Go look at the ancient story of creation. Go look at it. Same story as the Choctaw, the Choctaw, the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, creation mounds in Mississippi. You get it? It's the same story. America is the first land from under the waters. Therefore, man springs from the earth first on the first land from under the waters. Our land mass and water system is older than the land mass and water system in Africa and Europe. That's a fact. So by saying that, the first man springs from there. He is copper colored. It's in the books. Let me show y'all if I can find it. If I can find it, let me see. Roll the coin. It is in the books, people. Let me show you. They're trying to kick me off alive. Hold on. They're not letting me show it. They're not letting me show it. They're not letting me get to it. I'll come back and do another live. I have a whole live set up for YouTube next time. But Adama is the original man from the red clay. That's why our people built mounds made out of red clay all over the southeast. It's a representation of our creation story, people. That's how I know it's not a Native American mound. Research Adama, Adamah, man made of earth, soil, red, clay. That is the beginning of creation. Facts. Oklahoma. Shakla, Oklahoma. Shakla is Shakla, Chaklai, means agriculture. Agra people, agriculture people. Shakla, that became Choctaw in Choctaw when it was culturally assimilated. That's the original word for Choctaw. Shakla, Chakla apostrophe I. Go look it up. Agra in Hebrew. You get it? Now, Oklahoma. No, Native Americans don't build mounds. They lie about it. Oklahoma. You get it? Oklahoma. Hama means brown. Look up Hama in Hebrew. Humma. That means brown. Okla means tribe or nation. Oklahoma means brown tribe, brown nation. Shakla, Oklahoma. Agra, brown tribe. Agriculture, brown tribe. You get it? You get it? Look up Humma. It means brown. The red clay people. Original man. Adam is not the Adam in the Bible. Adam comes from Adama, the first man. He is the ancestor of Noah, who left this land in the flood. Look it up. Them bloodlines they talking about in the Bible, real people. Yes, the brown Adama man is the antediluvian. I'm see can I pull it up one more time without him kicking me off. Let me see. Let me load something up just to see. Don't kick me off. Hold on. Find y'all this one receipt so y'all can know who you really are. I think this it, y'all. Shem is the copper-colored man, the complexion of the antediluvians. Shem is the copper-colored man, the complexion of all the antediluvian people. The Shemites, the Semitic Shemite, Shem is the word Semitic come from. Facts. The Semitic people with the Semitic languages were copper-colored man, and they were antediluvians. That means they were here before the what? Flood. There you have it. It's not the African, it's you who are the antediluvian. You get it? Roll the corn. You are the people with the knowledge first. You gave the knowledge to other cultures first. It's talking about us. Semitic people traveled on boats. We created boats first. We are the Shemites, Semitic people, antediluvians. Facts. It's in the old books. There you go, right there. Right there. You're exactly right. Noah's people. The Sumerians are telling you Noah's story, people. We Semitic people. Yes, we are the copper color people. We are the people who created indigo for clothing. That's why they call us Indians. That's where you get the Indus Valley civilization from. Indus Valley. Indus is Indian, indigo people. All the same. Those people were our people too. East of Samaria, Indus Valley civilization. Roll the coin, man. So I don't remember the Bible talking about any type of boat before Noah's story. Um, we had boats, but the Bible starts with a Middle Eastern teaching. You get it? After we pull up on the boat, the Bible starts. You get it? So it wouldn't be no boats in the Bible because they didn't have no boats over there until we pulled up. You get it? Noah has numerous ancestors buried in America. Numerous. Adam, Adama, Enoch, Canaan. Why do you think they call them Canaanites? Canaan is an ancestor. Canaan is one of Noah's ancestors. Look it up. Kenan. That's why they call us Canaanites. For an ancestor from the land of paradise where Noah came from, who had already passed away and was buried in America. So these people they find in America in these mounds, they ain't gonna tell you, but them people are the biblical ancestors of Noah, buried in all the mounds. They've been hiding in the Smithsonian the whole time. Tell you what I know. Yes, Paleo Hebrew is a Canaanite language. That's right. That's why they call it Canaanites, because one of the ancestors is named Canaan. He's older than Noah. You get it? So when they tell you don't show respect to your ancestors, that is the biggest lie. They tell you showing respect to your ancestors is evil. Why are all these tribe names named after ancestors? They must didn't think it was evil then. The truth always fits the puzzle piece correctly. You are exactly right. Yes, they got the remains out the mounds hid in the Smithsonian Museum right now. All of them. And they know who them people are. Cain was in agriculture. That's a fact. It's a fact. But I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. If y'all want to donate to the land grab, just send it to my Cash App and put land pool or land donation on the Cash App. And then I know exactly, So we're gonna keep doing it. Um and I appreciate y'all coming to YouTube, checking out these videos, man, sharing these videos and sending this to people so they can, get an understanding of some stuff or get something to research. Because I want y'all to research what I be telling y'all. I don't want y'all to just take it for face value. I want y'all to research what I be telling y'all. Right? My Cash App is We Know the Truth Now. It got the red logo on the Cash App. My name is Brian Anthony. Brian Anthony. And you will see it on the Cash App. Appreciate that she built journal. It's all love. It's all positivity. I hate to, I had to talk about a couple of people because sometimes you got to put a person in their place because they be tripping. But other than that, man, I try to stay, level to the knowledge and the information and positive with the people, man. It ain't us getting into it. It's these other people who are mythology teachers and teachers of big religions that they got something to say against what I teach, right? So, which is cool because evil gonna always attack the right stuff. But I already know that, so when it comes, I just handle it accordingly. No, 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 Deuce, I never change, brother. My great grandmama be in my dreams and in my downloads and can't shake that. No matter where I go or what happened or what I do, she gonna always pop up in them downloads and in dreams. And what she is showing me is to stay true, don't change, stay connected, stay who you are. And people gonna get the value out of that alone. So that's what humbles me, and that's what lets me know I got to always do the right thing by my people because she always done the right thing by me. And when she pop up in these dreams and things I have, you know, I learned a lot of things just by what she taught me while she was here in the physical and what she taught me while she was gone. She'll say something in the physical and I'll see her again in a download or a dream and she'll lead me to the answer. A lot of this stuff is not even me, it's coming through her. When I get on here and break this stuff down like it was nothing, and the people been trying to figure this stuff out for thousands of years, and it was given to me in some type of download from my great grandmother. She spoke Hebrew, people. She called New Orleans Balbantia. It's Hebrew for foreign tongues, a land of foreign tongues. She knew New Orleans had a lot of foreign tongues that the real people of the land called New Orleans Balbantia. And when I looked it up, it's mounds in New Orleans called Balbantia. Crazy. Um, so this woman done Hebrew practices every day, right in the household. I didn't even know what they was. So I gotta show respect to her and the power that she possesses to give me somebody who wasn't even into this stuff until it hit me one day of things she said and how she felt about stuff and words she said, and then I had to research it and find out the whole story from other than what she told me a lot, but I had to research a lot too. And when I get stuck and can't figure it out, a download comes from her every time. Every time. So that's where I get it from. For a long time, I thought I was kind of crazy, but I learned to accept it and adapt to it and not be scared of it. Because at first you'd be scared of it, right? But there ain't nothing to be scared of. They teach you there's some type of activity of an ancient spirit of a person is scary, but it's not. Only time it gets scary if you're not connected to to the people you are pulling out. That's when demons and all this type of evil spirits come out. They're really not evil. They just go against who pulled them out. Now, if a white man tap into one of our spirits, it's gonna be hostile against him, right? Because he not the one supposed to be summoning these people. You get it? He don't supposed to be living on these people's land or any people on a house on top of these people's stuff. Then they hunt them, right? That's where huntings comes from. Your ancestor pop out and it's a hunter gatherer right there. They're gonna be hostile. But if it's you, they drop jewels on you. You get it? That's why them people be getting hunted in them houses and them old ass warehouses and old buildings and castles and old churches and y'all don't supposed to be there. So you get hunted. I go in there, don't hear nothing. They go in there, doors and cabinets swinging and refrigerator opening up, all type of shit, trying to run you off the land. You don't even supposed to, your non-nature soul don't even supposed to be there. Scare them out of there. You get it? It's only evil when the wrong people get a hold to it. Yeah, we got mass graves all over America, bro. These military parks, mass graves. Military Park, Vicksburg, Mississippi, Shiloh National Park, Cedars of Lebanon National Park, Tennessee. Mass burials of our people out there. We don't even know it. St. Louis, you're exactly right. Cahokia, downtown St. Louis. They knocked the big mound right down right there. Yes. Soul Seer, Soul Seer. I appreciate that, Soul Seer. I appreciate that. What I think about the Washingtons. The Washingtons, they had great information, but they tried to put the Moorish. So you can't mix that Moorish stuff with indigenous people to the land. That's where they went wrong. That's where you go wrong. Now, when you mix that Moorish stuff with the people of the land, it won't be acknowledged. Now, the UN, the United Kingdom, will acknowledge it, but they're not going to get acknowledged by the so-called corporation with any Moorish teachings. So by calling themselves the Washington Moors, they were calling themselves the MUURS, which is correct, but you use Moorish tactics to go against courts. Them hunter gatherers not going for that. YT people not going for that. They're not going for that Moorish paperwork shit. They ain't going for that. So if they would have just stayed with the MUUR, just indigenous Indians to the American Indians to the land, they would have got way more accomplished. But when they come with that L Bay and the Bay L and the Moorish paperwork and sovereignty before you even get to sovereignty, that's when you mess it all up. Right? Like you right, Revolution. You get to sign them treaties, it's all trick games and tricks with them people. So you get to sign them treaties, you get to messing yourself up. You got St. Louis named Mound City. That's a fact. Yeah, more is getting time, bro. All that acting like they own the land and houses, them folk getting locked up. We could not combat paperwork with paperwork against a paperwork giant. We can't do it. Either we gonna start our own communities and do stuff our way on our own land, or we just got to go in there and go hard. Ain't no way around. Ain't no middle passage to this shit. People always think it's an easier middle way to go get a land patent. Land patents is for land after they move you off your original land, right? Land patent for land in the West. They already land patent your ancestors' land off in the Southeast to white settlers. So when you find you a land patent, that land patent is on barren land they trying to move your ancestors to. Oklahoma, Utah, Montana, Nevada. Your people not from there. 9 times out of 10, they not. That's what they made. That's something they gave them to move off the plentiful land of the Southeast. You get it? So they made your ancestors move out of the South. They land patent your land all day. They done lottery land patents. Like motherfuckers spinning the wheel for your land. Oh, you get lot 25. Oh, in Cherokee Indian, Choctaw Indian lot over there. Here you go. People were doing that, bro. And they was giving us land in the West. So when I go find a land allotment on my daddy's side, when I researched it, it was in Oklahoma. I was in that area one time and I went and looked it up. Barren land, nothing out there, people. Not a water line, no grass. That's where they want you at. That's not my ancestors' land. I don't even want that fucking land, Pat. Y'all can have it. That's somewhere y'all exiled my people to. I don't want this shit. What I'm gonna do with that? My people ain't grow nothing here. They ain't die here. They ain't live here. That's exile land. That's like if they send me to Africa and I go claim the land that they sent me to Africa to. That's not my land. Y'all sent me over here. I'm forced to go to Africa. You get it? So by claiming that land, they show that you greedy, right? You just taking whatever they give your ass. Here go you a half an acre of desert land, nigga. You out there celebrating. Ooh, they got a land patent. You ain't finna make $5 off that land. Cause ain't nobody gonna buy it from you. It ain't sold yet. You get it? They sent your people to land of no value. While they took the valuable land, your people grew crops it for thousands of years. So you have to look at this, what these people are teaching is a scam, people. All this land patent, join a tribe, pay your $59.99 a month. Scams. They scam us. You get it? Start researching this stuff. Everything I tell y'all, go research it, bro. Truth, how can I find out what Montgomery, Alabama is? Alabama is one of the most ancient indigenous places in the world. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, ain't the most ancient land on the face of the earth. Gullah is not African. Gullah comes from Sagullah. Sagullah. Segullah. Somebody go Google Sagullah Hebrew meaning and come back and put it in the chat before I get out of here. I just want to teach y'all something real fast. Go Google Sagullah, Segullah Hebrew meaning, and come back and tell me what it means. Yeah, remnants of Atlantis off the coast, all through the all through the Gulf of Mexico, brother. I saw all through the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, Mississippi, Texas, Mexico, Levanta, all in Central America, all the Gulf of Mexico is considered Atlantis. That's where the most floods happened in. A landmass went under in Central America. A treasured possession. Copper color car. The jewels of God, huh? Segula means treasured possession in Hebrew. That means you are the jewel, you are the treasured possessions of God or nature. You are the jewels of God. Segula means the jewels of God. Who are the jewels of God? The Jews. That's where you get Jew from, jewels. You get it? I love to break this stuff down so y'all can understand it, bro. Segula means the treasured possession of nature, the treasured possession of earth, or the treasured possession of God. The jewels of God, God's jewels of a people. That's why they call that's who the original Jews are. That's where the word Jew come from, jewels of God. That is the Segula. So the Gullah Geechee are the jewels of God, the people who are connected with nature, who lives on the Ogeechee River of Georgia. That's where you get Gullah Geechee. You get it? These words are not Native American words, people. They are Paleo Hebrew. It just changed the letters, took a couple letters off, right? Ocmulgee River. It's not Ocmulgee. It's Achmulgee. ACH means brother in Hebrew. Aki, like they say in Philadelphia, Aki, it's Ocmulgee River. You get it? Mole means star in Sumerian. This is a Hebrew word. Ocmulgee. Look it up. They're changing the letters. They're changing the letters, people. Tula. Look at DeSoto's old map when he first got to America. Tula Caverns in Arkansas. Today, today, that's named the Spanish Treasure Cave. The Tula Caverns, the Tula Caves. The name of it today is the Spanish Treasure Cave. What do you think the Spanish found up in there? In Arkansas. Research this stuff I'm telling y'all now. Don't just listen to me. Go look at it. Them folks found all type of gold in that cave, right by the Toltec Mounds, the Plume Bayou Mounds in Arkansas. Cave right there full of gold. They changed the name from the Tula Caverns to the Spanish Treasure Cave. Arkansas was full of diamonds, people. Full of diamonds. Diamond was just on the ground in Arkansas in ancient times. Big diamonds, not no little boy diamonds. Why you think Arkansas got them diamonds on their car tag? Y'all didn't pay attention to that, did it? Arkansas got diamonds on their car tag, this big. You ever seen an Arkansas tag? Big old diamond in the middle? Look it up. Arkansas got diamond fields with mounds right on top of it. They found so many diamonds out there, they let the community come dig diamonds out there today. You can pay $10 and go out there and dig a diamond in Arkansas right now. It's called the Diamond Fields of Arkansas. Go look it up. Our ancient culture lived right there on top of it. They found melanated people sitting on gold thrones with diamonds big as chestnuts in the chair. In the chair. Sitting there like this, mummified in a mound in Carvernal, Arkansas. Looking just like a king from Egypt. Sitting right there in the mound with diamonds, big diamonds, gold canopy, gold footstool, right in the mound. Behind that mound sits behind a church in Carvanal, Arkansas, right now. Still there. Amarisha, thank you so much. It's still there. Go research it. I got the old newspaper clipping when they pulled them out of there. It said diamonds was in the throne the size of walnuts. Right from that diamond field in Arkansas. That's our real history, people. There ain't no cap on that. What I'm telling y'all. Is the gold carriage in Europe is ours also? I've been studying it. That's a great question, Deuce. I cannot find where they got their carriage from. That gold carriage is worth like $4 million, bro. Alone, pure gold. I can't find where they got it from. I'm gonna find it though. It's back in them old books. It's back in them. I'm gonna find it. I've been searching for that. I always looked at their carriage like something ain't right about that. I'm gonna find out where they got their gold from for that. They try to say it come from Africa, but I gotta see it and some receipts for me to believe that. It looked like you're right. It looked like we made it, but I can't find no receipts on it, so I ain't never put that information out. But when I find it, I am. This type of stuff I study. It's great thinking right there, Deuce. I like that. I like that, Deuce. That's what type of shit I be on. I'm on that carriage, bro. That carriage is different. That carriage, that gold carriage them people got is different. I never saw nothing like that. And I know they didn't make it. Ain't no way they made it. We're gonna find out though. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Let me get out of here, man. If y'all ain't subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube. Um, like I say, my cash app is We Know the Truth now with the red logo. Put the land pool on there when you send it. And I'll be back with a lecture tomorrow, man. Y'all be safe. I love you and I'm in love with you. Galil at the gun, roll the coin. We know the truth now.